we've learned through reporting from the Wall Street Journal that the company OpenAI had been monitoring some of the shooter, this is Jesse Van Rootsellers, some of their chats on the OpenAI system, and they were concerned enough that apparently, according to the Wall Street Journal, about 12 different people had an actual look at the thing, trying to decide whether or not they ought to notify police. Ultimately, they chose not to, but they did ban the account altogether. And then only after the shooting did they come forward and saying, listen, there was clearly a problem here, something disturbing. So they have been now, officials from that company that run the ChatGPT bot have been called to Ottawa to come and explain exactly what happened there. Listen to what Evan Solomon, who is the minister responsible for artificial intelligence, had to say yesterday.
And we will have a sit-down meeting to have an explanation of their safety protocols and when they escalate and their thresholds of escalation to police. So we have a better understanding of what's happening and what they do. I'm working closely with my colleagues in justice, public safety, and heritage on this.
So Solomon also saying, as he's on his way into a cabinet meeting this morning here in Ottawa, we don't have the tape from that yet, but he did say that, quote, all options are on the table, suggesting that Ottawa could be prepared to step in and regulate what has really been kind of a Wild West space of artificial intelligence. A lot of concern about young people and their interactions with these kinds of technology, including these sort of character chatbots that people can get engaged in. We've heard some horror stories from the United States about OpenAI, or not necessarily OpenAI, but AIs in some cases advising younger people to actually end their own lives. So it's very worrisome. The industry is extremely concerned about government regulation, and I think that's why, Tammy, they are responding quickly, sending officials from their so-called safety team to Ottawa to have this sit-down meeting with Solomon and see exactly what happened in this case. Hopefully a little later today, we should get some answers from the company or from Minister Solomon about what exactly happened here and, crucially, what steps Ottawa is prepared to take to keep it from happening again.